cousins. Hope you're enjoying the content. We're going to dive right in really quickly. Memberships are open if you want to be a part of the program. Help a sister out. Patreon is cooking. Like, watch, comment, subscribe. If you can't do nothing else, make sure you're doing that. Thumbs up the video. Help me get pushed to the masses. Okay? And it's free. With that being said, I want to do a retrospect. Y'all remember WWE Stomping Grounds in 2019? Listen, the only reason why I think about that pay-per-view is not really because of the matches and the show was absolutely abysmal, but because of the boot. The boot is seared into my brain. The Stomping Grounds logo is the funniest shit to me. Like when I saw WWE Stomping Grounds and it literally was a boot, I just was like, I like that. That is so fucking lackluster and elementary that this has to be a joke. So let's do a little retrospective, shall we? I tried to do my seance. The Cody Rhodes tongue situation. I don't know how long it's going to last, but y'all going to have to push through. It happened Monday, June 24th, down to the Tacoma, Washington Dome. Okay? In 2019. Let's have going back. Let's go back and remember what was going on at that time. An intense cruiserweight triple threat match was the kickoff. First of all, let's talk about how many matches was on this card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. Talk about my, how things change. You're lucky to get 6 matches these days, and you got to pay $18,000 to see it. After a long, hard fought campaign, Drew Gulak. If you don't remember, Drew Gulak got fired because Ronda Rousey said he grabbed her sweatpants string in a sexual manner. Okay. And Drew Gulak was like, well, I did grab the string. And WWE said, that's all we need to know. Goodbye. And they said he was a freak down in NXT anyway. Anyway, at this time, he finds himself perched at the top of 205 Live. Let me tell you something about 205 Live. I used to watch that show on the WWE network. When I tell you they was putting on some fucking matches. Ooh, the way a cruiserweight title right now was still every last pay-per-view. If they put it on. If they brought back the cruiserweight title, Akira Tozawa would have something to do. He would have something to do. Akira Tozawa was wearing that cruiserweight division out with the likes of Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy. Oh, Tony Nese. Look at that, child. Anyway, they saying every man for himself was echoed through this triple threat clash with bodies flying in and out the ring and a series of nail-biting near falls. In the end, Drew Gulak picked up the win. Yes, Drew Gulak picked up the win. Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch defeated Lacey Evans. Y'all remember that? Listen, Lacey Evans was supposed to have that title. Now, if you listen to the Curious Case of Lacey Evans already, if I didn't post it, because I did one, so it's either posted or getting ready to be posted, she was supposed to win that title. Lacey Evans, the way they booked and fucked that woman up, child, please. After months of animosity and high-octane scraps, Becky Lynch kept Lacey Evans at bay to retain the Raw Women's Championship in a brutal battle at Stomping Grounds. A steady dose of trash talk and a fiery scrap at the onset assured that the title fight wouldn't be short on haymakers. The sassy Southern Belle and early goings beat up Becky Lynch, but Becky Lynch, the man, retained. At that time, her and Seth Rollins were doing the same shit they're doing now, except they're heels. And then remember Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins got into it with Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans, and that's where Baron Corbin famously put the end of days on Becky Lynch, and that was let's give Baron Corbin a round of applause, please. What I would do for somebody to drop Becky Lynch on her shit one more time. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defeat Big E and Xavier Woods. What a blast from the past. And now we can't listen. Sami Zayn is clean cut. Cut hair. He still got a big beard, but his hair cut. And now look what we're dealing with. Funky ass Sammy. Can't get rid of him. Hate it. Kevin Owens is somewhere with his neck in traction. Probably never going to wrestle again. We don't know. Ricochet defeated Samoa Joe to win the United States Championship. Ain't that something? Now Ricochet is over there with that Quine. What's his name? King Quine. That's what we call Quine. We ain't really worried about that little situation they got going, that little trio in AEW. We just watching Quine. That's a good looking man. If he has a woman that's up under him, let's give her a round of applause, please. She gets to be under King Quine. Say it with me. King Quine. That's how you have to say it. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Daniel Bryan and Rowan defeats Heavy Machinery. Wow. Heavy Machinery. I couldn't tell you what the other man was, but the fact that we got old boy and he got thrown into a situation with Mandy Rose that was cute. It was cute or whatever. But then he ended up running away. Otis ended up getting caught up in the Alpha Academy vortex, got injured, ain't seen Otis since. He did help put over Bianca Belair. Let's give him a round of applause. Remember, she picked him up when she was doing her gauntlet with Bayley. Otis. He also helped get Lash Legend over. He helped kind of dived into her arms and she slammed that 300-pound body full of muscle. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Otis. Wherever you are, you helped get the girls over. Yes, he did. SmackDown, and look at Rowan is now caught up. How could I forget? He caught up in the high school production of the Wyatt Six, and we know Daniel Bryan is over there on the disciplinarian board doing all he can do. He need to get his bitch back over here in WWE so we can get a tag team situations with the Bellas. Wow. SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley defeats Alexa Bliss. You know, a lot of people still mad about that This Is Your Life Bayley and how that just destroyed Bayley. Bayley still was the hugger at the time and the goddess. And they got in the ring and they did whatever they had to do. I'm going to need the goddess to come back because these are grown-ass women. Bayley, she could be a hugger, but kind of put a more adult spin to it. But that's a conversation for a different day. Roman Reigns defeats Drew McIntyre. Wonder why they was fighting. Let's find out, shall we? Let's see if we can remember. Following months of tension, which varied from psychological to physical combat, the raging war between Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre erupted in another vicious battle at Stomping Grounds. Drew McIntyre, as always, promised to disfigure and brutalize his target, but it was the big dog who put Drew McIntyre down despite continual interference from Shane McMahon. Wow. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Blast from the past, child. And lastly, let's see what else was on the card. Oh, no. We got more. I'm sorry. I'm so used to 5 matches. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston defeats Dolph Ziggler, WWE Champion, who went on to lose that fucking championship in 6 seconds, never to get a rematch. Mind you, Brock Lesnar has been showing up and ripping his pants and showing his ass the whole time and never crossed paths with Kofi Kingston. If this is Brock Lesnar's last run, I'm going to need Kofi to step to him and say, you know what? You got me. You got me that 6 seconds. But baby, you ain't going to get me this time. I'm going to whoop your ass for the old and the new. That's what my mother used to say. I'm going to whoop your ass for the old and the new. She didn't say it. She said it to her boyfriends before she beat them up. But she stuck to her words, child. She whooped their ass for the old time. For the old and the new, baby. I love it. Dolph Ziggler, best seller in the business. Give him a round of applause. That was a steel cage match, by the way. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Oh, I miss Dolph Ziggler. How can you let Dolph Ziggler go and not give him another spin? I'll never forget. I'll never forget or understand. Lastly, Universal Champion Seth Rollins defeated Baron Corbin with help from his bitch. My. Everything old is new again. Let's relive the story. Lacey Evans handpicked Baron Corbin as special guest referee. Seth Rollins had quite the hurdle to clear in this defense. When all forces that have conspired against the Beast Slayer in recent weeks, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, to end his run, Rollins could be forgiven if he appeared uneasy in this battle with Corbin. But even with the Lone Wolf's convenient decision to have Evans officiate the high-stakes matchup, Rollins barely flinched as he reminded his wily rival of his namesake, the Architect. Remember when Lacey Evans was using all she got to get what she want, and she was rubbing Seth Rollins down his wet chest? Ooh, child, listen, there's a clip out there where Lacey was bending over to get in the ring, and that cameraman went right up into her goddamn ass. It was a whole hot mess. You got everything you needed from Lacey Evans, and you fucked that up. I'm never going to understand it. Never. Anyway, in the end, Lacey Evans got fucked up and ended up outside the ring, and they had to get another referee in there to do the 1, 2, 3. My. What a blast from the past. Isn't that fun? We should do more of these. 2019, what a year. 9 matches on a pay-per-view. A now defunct pay-per-view with one of the worst logos in WWE history. Presented by Gold Bond Medicated Healing. And that was it. That's all it was presented by. Can you believe it? I know. Get in the comments.